Welcome to the Hilton Head Living Podcast. I am your host, OT Gibbons. Our mission with all of our content is to make sure you know everything going on in Hilton Head. All the best places to go, all the biggest events going on, and everything you need to know to get the most out of your time on the island. I am joined as always by the star of our content, my beautiful wife and co-host, Jessica Gibbons. How you doing, Jess?
Hi.
All right, on today's podcast, we're going to be going through all of the events coming up and things to do this week in Hilton Head. We're going to be talking about our favorite new thing that we tried last week. And as always, we're going to be answering the people. So with that, Jess, why don't we get into what is happening, upcoming events?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Do you remember any of our past Valentine's Days?
No. Oh, we went to one in Puerto Rico.
Oh, that's true. Good.
We did go to one in Puerto Rico like a long time ago. So this got to be like 18 years? 19 years?
18.
18 years of Valentine's Day. I met Jess in February of 2007 after my shoulder surgery, I believe. It was right after my first shoulder surgery. Funny that I just had my shoulder replaced. I went to a rehab. I got a sheet of paper from the doctor, and he was like, there was like 50 places on it. It's like, pick any one at random. I don't even know how I picked it. I picked one. Maybe because it was like close to me. I don't know. But went in, and Jess was there, and the rest is a long history.
A long history. I know. And at first, he asked me out, and it took me a while because he was a patient, so I didn't want to be dating a patient. That would be awkward.
Yeah, that would, it worked out. You know, I was persistent, and then there was some national center fielder that was also trying to ask her out. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, so it all worked out, and 18 years later, here we are in Hilton Head. Which one stands out to you?
There was one, it was just a random year, I don't know, but just what stuck out of my head, while I was at work, you came to my house and you put rose petals on my bed, where my first thought was, he made my bed even. Because I don't make my bed. I can't sleep with it made up and stuff. So that was my first thing was, wow, he even made my bed and the rose.
Oh, also a hilarious story. I remember the year you got mad at me because I didn't send flowers. The previous year I'd send flowers to her work. And then the next year she actually got mad at me because I didn't send flowers to her work, even though I dropped the flowers off at her house. So I remember that one too.
I remember that vividly because then you got really mad at me because I was being an idiot.
And I did all this stuff.
You had made dinner reservations too and stuff. We didn't go to dinner, and I had to track you down at the gym. And like you were by yourself in the basketball court. I think the people working there were like, "What is wrong?" But,
yeah. It was. I was so angry. I was so frustrated. I tried so hard and got yelled at anyway. You didn't deliver them at work, but I had set the bar too high.
You did. I think it was like the first year, so that's your own fault. Now
We've moved to Hilton Head now. We've been married for 8 years. Like we're down here. You're having an event. Like you might get a coffee this year. That's about it.
I would highly enjoy that though. So yeah, that's
Right.
And so Valentine's Day event, music bingo, Thursday the 15th. So if you haven't gotten your Valentine a present yet, get her a ticket to our ladies' night. Lots of fun. A DJ doing music bingo at the end of every round. Whoever wins it, there's great prizes. Like I've said before, Chronic Golf, a facial, Pure Salt Studios, Move Confident Activewear gift cards, a bunch of gift cards, nice packages, food and drink specials at Enchiladas. It's going to be so much fun. We're so excited. We put swag bags together, great stuff in there too. So excited.
And to everybody listening, go check out Enchiladas. They are awesome. They have a great management staff. Jimmy, his wife, everybody there is incredible. The food is awesome. The margaritas are top notch. Jess has given them her highest rating, and we love it there. So go check out Enchiladas.
Said still some of the best margaritas I've had. So if you like margaritas, definitely go to Enchiladas. Anyways, moving on of what else is happening this weekend. Lincoln and South is having a Hilton Head Songwriter Series and the Fire Pit concert. So Friday and Sunday, they'll be having, it's a free concert with Jimmy Stanley and Ryan Nelson at 6 p.m. And then on Saturday, it's a actual concert. It's called Fireside Series with Pretty Darn. Tickets are $20, and I guess they're doing a series of live music and backyard fire barbecue pit kind of thing. So it's more kind of supposed to be an intimate setting thing, and sounds like a lot of fun. Bring your friends, have some good drinks, make s'mores at the fire pit, and listen to some great music. We love it at Lincoln and South. It's a great place to hang out at. And the kids are welcome there, and they have a ton of games inside too. Like there's Connect 4, they have card games, so a lot of fun. It's Family Fishing and Music Day. It's hosted by Island Rec Center, and it's from 11 to 2, and it's at the Sailing and Rowing Center, which is on the north side of the island. It's fairly close to us. They have a cute little playground there too, and it's a big fishing dock you can go off of. And it's Captain Corey of Infinity Charters, and the outdoor rec director will help kids with fishing. And it is $20, and you can sign up on the Island Rec website. And it includes your bait and tackle, but they do recommend you bring your own fishing poles. I don't know if they'll have any there. But it sounds like a great time. Fishing is a huge thing on the island, so a great kids activity to do too. On the 17th is the main event of the Gullah celebration at Honeyhorn, so where the Coastal Discovery Museum is, from 11 to 4, and it's a huge area, so I'm sure they'll have a bunch of great stuff there. And it's going to be Gullah crafts, food, their history, music, and Steve and the Air Candy, who were on The Voice fairly recently, so I think everybody on the island knows who they are. Very good. They'll be performing there too. Right now, tickets in advance are $20, and at the door, they'll be $25.
There's a band on the island that was on The Voice?
He was.
Oh, that's awesome. I did not know that. Apparently, I'm the only person on the island who didn't know that.
Yeah, because it happened a little while now. So he plays at Kind of Blue.
Okay.
And so we should definitely go see him.
Definitely should.
Yeah, been wanting to go there anyways. But I saw a couple episodes. He was really good. He sounded really good. And apparently, he's from DC too. So
that's wild.
They moved down here. So
shows you how much regular TV I'm watching. Yeah,
but anyways, kids in 12 and under are free to the celebration, and parking is free too. And parking is so easy there. They've a huge field just for parking, so you don't have to worry about that. Lastly, on Saturday the 17th, there is a oyster roast from 12 to about 8 p.m. at the Salty Dog. And they have the fire pits there, and they'll still have their happy hour at 4 to 6 and live music, good times. And another oyster roast is on Sunday the 18th at Fish Restaurant in Calegny Plaza. And it's the first ever reggae roast from 1 to 4. And it's $25 all you can eat oysters. And it's called Reggae Roast because there's been live music by Alex Marley, who is apparently a cousin of Bob Marley. Wednesday, the 21st, Wise Guys is hosting a Hall Napa Valley wine dinner with a 5-course meal, and you get wine pairings with each meal. You can go to their website or their Instagram page for more information. You can see the menu. I think there was duck, there was ribs, I think salmon. It looked really good, plus an appetizer and a dessert. And you get Prosecco when you walk in the door. So technically you get 6 drinks.
That's awesome. And Wise Guys is one of our favorite places. So that's really cool. That seems like a heck of a deal.
It sounds delicious.
Yeah.
And tickets are $125, and you can get them through their website. Some upcoming events on the 24th. Sea Pines is hosting a lunch and learn with Chef Ben Harris at the Beach Club, and it's part of the Savor Sea Pines. Sounds delicious, so you get to learn how to prep, execute, and you get to eat, the best part, a 3-course meal. And their menu is also on their website too. And it's a quarterdeck she crab soup, a pan-roasted Atlantic salmon, and an apple crisp, which all sound delicious. I kind of want to go. You would eat all that stuff, too, if I learned how to make that.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're a picky eater, so.
This is true. My 5-year-old nephew and I have a lot in
common. Tickets are $75, and it's from 12 to 2. And you can register it on the Sea Pines website or go to eventbrite.com. Also on the 24th is the Hilton Head Seafood Fest. Yay!
Very excited.
That we've mentioned before, and we're very excited to go to it. And especially since the Shrimp Fest was so good. So now it's a little more array of food, too, that we can try out.
And this one is not, this is at the, which?
It's at Honeyhorn.
It's at Honeyhorn.
So, again, basically where the Coastal Discovery Museum is, too, which is, like I said, it's huge. Parking is super easy. It fits 1,000,000,001 cars.
This is something that we definitely learned last year that I wanted to pass along. We actually had this conversation a couple days ago where I'm like really focused on asking about where these events are being held because the in and out and parking of each event is so different based upon the location. This location, the parking is just this massive open field. It's usually really well run. They've got a couple parking attendants out there always. They're getting you in, they're getting you out. There's not a lot of wasted time waiting. I mean, it's not like you're sitting in a long line to get into the park. Even though there's a ton of people going in, they really have it kind of ripping. Really good setup for an event. Really easy to park, get in and out. Really excited for that.
And it's easy to leave too.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you're stuck somewhere and you have to wait for a while, but it's easy to leave. And they do it's a week-long thing of different events, different days. Just the main event is on Saturday, the 24th. And I do know Lincoln and South is having like a brunch on Sunday too, so check that out.
Are all of the events for that week in this one location, or are they kind of spread out?
No, they're spread out all different places. Like I just said, the Sunday one is at Lincoln and South. So you can check their website or Google it, and they'll tell you exactly where everything is, all the details for everything.
A week dedicated to seafood on Hilton Head Island? Sign me up. I'm in. Love it.
Great. And a new one of an upcoming event is going to be on March 16th. And it's the Eras Gala, hosted by the Hilton Head Chamber of Commerce. So it's a night where they take time to honor those who have done well, who've done stuff for the community, to honor those people throughout the year. And it will be held at the Marriott Hilton Head Resort and Spa. And it's come dressed to impress your favorite eras. So I guess they're playing off the Taylor Swift Eras stuff. Do you even know? Which is great. It's genius. Smart. And they have a bunch of different types of tickets, individual to full tables. So you can just check out their website or their Instagram page too for more details. Last upcoming event, which again we mentioned last time, is the Food and Wine Festival, which is another week-long event, which they have different events every day from the 24th to the 30th, the main event being on the 30th, which is the day before Easter, just FYI. I had to change my mom is visiting again. We went last year. My mom visited. We had a great time. I normally host Easter brunch. I love to host it. I make Easter baskets for even the grown-ups, and it's a treasure hunt for them to have to find their baskets. They get clues, which OT is very happy that more people were involved this year because past years, it's just been him, and he's like, just give me my basket. I don't care about this.
I'm a bit of a Scrooge. On the holidays. I'm not a big holiday person. And games are okay. Like I like the occasional game here and there, but this one is like watching the Game Show Network, like obsessed with all this stuff. And she puts together these super cool, intricate puzzles and, leaving little like clues everywhere. And the kids and my mom and my dad and everybody else loves it. Kind of drives me nuts, but
your mom and sister were so excited last year. They're like, I don't know when the last time I got an Easter basket. So.
Oh no, my mom. The search is like my mom is. It's the cutest thing ever. She's 70 years old. She couldn't love anything more. It's great. It for whatever reason I'm not. It's not for me.
So it was nice to have people that actually appreciated what I did and enjoyed it.
But wine versus Easter.
Yeah, and it's to can't really prep the night before or anything. So, because it does start, it's like 12, so I'm going to say 3 or 4. Last year we went to the tiki bar afterwards, so I'm not really prepping the day before, and I'm not waking up early the next day to get ready and cook for everybody.
So let's talk about our favorite new thing that we tried on the island last week. You want to start?
Sure. I went for a hike, or I guess more of a walk. It's flat land. Panickney Island Wildlife Refuge, and it's in between the bridge of Hilton Head and Bluffton. It was very cool. I haven't been before. My family has been twice with visiting, and there's lots of bird watching. They're big bird watching nature people. We didn't see like a ton of stuff. I was surprised. It was a really nice day. I was surprised we didn't see any alligators because it was sunny and it had been cold, and it was really nice that day. We did see a cool big bird fly right past us. Of course, I didn't have my phone out at the time to take a video, and we saw some big like hawk bird in the tree that was really cool, and there was some in the water. Those nice trails. The main trail is a big gravel path, very big gravel path. So it is great for like bike riding or running. And then they have some smaller paths that go around a lake or something. We just kind of ventured off onto those. We went down to, I think it's called Bull Run part, and you can see over to Skull Creek. So all the Skull Creek restaurants and stuff like Dockside and Hudson's and stuff. So it was kind of cool. We ended up doing a total of, I think, 6 miles in about 2.5 hours. There is White Point Beach, but that's about 8 hours. So we figured we'll come back with bikes and bike to that point. So excited to go and do that again.
Yes, she had a lot of fun, but she was also very tired afterwards.
I was tired. Well, I got up early that morning, had 2 personal training clients, and came home, and I don't think I moved afterwards.
No, you did not. My favorite new thing was we went to the jazz club, which my dad had told me is apparently like a top 5 jazz club in the country. We're very blessed to have it here on Hilton Head Island. It was super duper fun, but I got to point out, the food was unbelievable. The food was some of the best food we have had on the island. Truly like delicious, delicious food. But that wasn't even the best part. The best part was the performer. Do you know his name?
I forgot mental.
So this is the second time we've seen him. He performs every Friday night at 119?
Chop House.
At Chop House 119. Performs every Friday night from 6 to 9. And he is so much fun. My parents said that they'd actually gone to the jazz club previously, and it was great. They loved it. They had a great time. But they called this, they've been married for 50 years now, whatever it is, 45 years. They called this the best date night they had because this guy is just that much fun. I mean, he's got this gold jacket. He's singing every kind of fun. He's got Elvis. He's got Sinatra. He sang, what was the country singer? A Chris Stapleton song.
Oh, yes.
He was singing Tennessee Whiskey. I mean, he was a blast. Such a fun guy. Such a great experience. The food was delicious. My parents want to go for their anniversary to see him perform at 119 Chop House, but highly recommend the Jazz Club for the overall experience, the food, everything. It was a really fun night, and like we said, we love music, so really fun.
It was a lot of fun, and it's a nice intimate setting too. So it's a smaller, and you're close to the stage. It was packed too for Wednesday night, completely sold out too. He was like I said, we forget his name, but he also played the saxophone. He had a band with him too. It was a lot of fun. So much fun. 2
things I would warn you about. Number 1, don't be late, because we were late and they did not appreciate it. So apologies to the Jazz Club for us being late. The way they have it set up, now that I've kind of understood what is happening, is you have to make like a dinner reservation. So then you go, our dinner reservation was at 6, but the music didn't start till 7. So we wanted to try to get there, kind of split the difference. Of course, we were kind of running behind. We were trying to get there at 6:30, got there at 6:45. It was a little tight to the show. We made it work. It was fine. The other thing that you may not be prepared for, it is very limited conversation. So maybe not the best like new date night spot if you're kind of like in a new relationship, because you really can't speak. And if you've ever met anyone in my family, we're all extraordinarily loud. So my dad having to sit there in silence for like 90 minutes was entertaining. But yeah, you can't. There's not a lot. You're really there to enjoy the music, which is phenomenal, and the food, which is phenomenal. And don't be late.
Yeah, we definitely got yelled. Or your dad got yelled at for talking too loud, which is understandable. Completely understandable.
Well, and he's very loud. So that's still their problem. It's like, the music is loud. He's just louder. So, and me too. Whispers, and there's no whispering. So.
And you do have to make reservations in advance too. So I had done this, I think, a month in advance. Getting on to the people's question. So, OT normally asks this, but the question is more geared to his knowledge. So I'm going to be asking, what did the people ask this week?
The people asked us for the top 5 golf courses on Hilton Head Island, and I feel like I need to answer this in 2 different ways because the top 5 golf courses are different than like how I would plan out a golf trip. Having planned a million golf trips, you can't play the 5 most expensive places because if I'm going to list the best golf courses on Hilton Head Island, 2 of them are Heron Point and Harbor Town, and they're 2 of the most expensive. So those are great golf courses. They are awesome. If I were planning a golf trip, I think the courses that I would hit, you got to play Hilton Head National. Really fun layout, really fun time. You got to play Dolphin Head, really good deal. Under $100, unbelievable layout, really, really fun. At Port Royal, I would recommend the Barony course. That's a really good one as well. All of these are really well. I would avoid Palmetto Dunes. I'm not the biggest fan. It's Disneyland for golf, very, very crowded. You're going to be playing a 5.5, 6 hour round. Super, super touristy. So my golf trip would be, I'd come in, I'd hit Hilton Head National, I'd hit Dolphin Head, maybe Bear Creek or Oyster Reef, Port Royal, Barony as like my warm-up courses. And then I would definitely make an effort to try to play Harbor Town if you can afford it. It is expensive, but it is the most worthwhile thing because it is always an A+ 5-star condition. Just an absolute immaculate treat anytime you can go play it. If you don't want to do that, you don't want to swallow that bill, you can go check out Heron Point. Heron Point at the Plantation Club is one of my favorites. It also has the Atlantic Dunes course, which I personally hate because it is so difficult. And I don't think I've ever broken like 90 there, but other people absolutely love. It is always in really good shape. It is a very difficult test of golf. There is a really fun stretch there in the middle of the course, but it is just, I've watched a couple college golf tournaments and high-level junior events there, and these guys are shooting. These are top players in the country, world, shooting 85. Like, it's very hard. So, top 5 courses, you got to put those 3 courses over in Sea Pines in there. There's a couple others you could argue, but for a golf trip, I've kind of listed the ones that I would hit, and then I'd mix in 2 of the more expensive ones.
That was a lot of information.
Yeah, I know a lot about golf.
I know. That's why it was all you for that. So, what has been your favorite?
Dolphin Head.
Okay.
Dolphin Head so far is my favorite. I really, really had a fun time at Hilton Head National. Loved it. It's just a little short. Dolphin Head was the best combination of price, layout, condition, everything. Like, can't recommend Dolphin Head enough.
Awesome. What has been your favorite golf course anywhere?
Pinehurst number 2.
Oh, no, is there a number 1?
No. Pinehurst number 2 is like a very famous golf course.
Sorry.
There is a Pinehurst number 1, but every golfer listening to this will know Pinehurst number 2. It's like they've had Payne Stewart, the guy with the funny pants, the hat and everything, he won there. He's very famous in golf.
Gotcha. This shows how much I know.
That's amazing.